following is a presentation of Regional Radio Sports. Whether it's AM 800 KREI, AM 1400 KJEF, J98 The Booth, MYMOINFO.com, or at MYMOINFOSPORTS on Twitter, Regional Radio is your most comprehensive source for all area sports.
Well, hey, we're back at the TJ Foulon Fieldhouse 6 days later after the Central Rebels and the South Iron girls teams both squared off and were within 1 point of each other at the end of the contest. South Iron came up with a third-place victory in the Central Christmas Tournament. They'll look for 2 consecutive wins, not only for themselves, but also against the Central Rebels here on the MyMo Info Sports Stream. I'm Nick Lewis. South Iron 7-1, Central 10-2 coming in to this contest. South Iron led by head coach Lawrence Graves, Central by Josh Mapes. He's the head coach of the Rebels there. Both of these two teams in a treacherous part of the schedule, to say the least, especially the Central Rebels, who right after this will have to face off against Cape Notre Dame, the team that ended their season just a year ago. So a chance for both teams to get something accomplished here. For South Iron to keep it rolling, the #1 team in the state in Class 1, and for the Central Rebels, a get-right opportunity before you travel to Cape Notre Dame. We'll hear from both head coaches on the other side. Again, for South Iron, Lawrence Graves, he's first. After that, Josh Mapes of Central on the Fleegs Equipment pregame show.
Hi, this is Brad Smith at Lucas Smith Chrysler Center, your local home of the no bull deal. The word local, you've heard the phrase shop local, buy local, but do you really think exactly what that means? When you shop here at Lucas Smith, you put your trust in the hands of all of my employees who also eat, play, work, live, and shop local. Jefferson County is their home too. Why drive for miles when you can buy what's right here in your backyard? All we ask at Lucas Smith Chrysler is to give us the chance to earn your business. Please shop local, and remember, Lucas Smith Chrysler Center in Festus.
It's the Fleegs Equipment pregame show right here on Regional Radio. Speaking to Lawrence Graves, he's the head coach of the South Iron girls basketball team. And Coach, 6 days ago we were here, same court, same teams. Obviously it was a tournament situation as opposed to just a regular season game like this is. But high stakes still in that. You want to win this one, continue to get better. And I'm sure you know that Central's going to come out firing after you guys got the win in this same game last week. So how do you kind of approach this as opposed to how you maybe approached it last week?
Well, it's business as usual. You know, we try to have a routine when it comes to approaching games. You know, we start by watching game film and trying to learn as much about our opponent as we can, and then, you know, we get to sit down as coaches and kind of go to the drawing board of what we think it's going to take to win that game, and then we try to practice that. And so, you know, fortunately for us, rather than, you know, only having 1 or 2 days to prepare for a team like you traditionally do, we've had 5 days to sit down and get ready for this game. And so we know that Central's done the same thing, and so we expect it to be another good game. You know, they're going to come out. They've lost 2 in a row, and they're not used to that. And so I'm sure Coach Mapes has worked really hard and tried to convince his kids that this is a must-win game for them. And you know, so we're just looking forward to it. And you know, we're going to go out there and see if we can do it again.
You've got a Dream Team athlete on your team in Michaela Ayers, of course, and they do too, the Dream Team Player of the Year last year, Sophia Horton. You said to me earlier in the week, you know, holding her to 15 points, that was a victory for you guys, because we know that she can go for 25, 30 any given night. How important will that be, again, just focusing in on her and, you know, kind of letting other people beat you if they do?
Well, last year up here in the tournament, she kind of single-handedly destroyed us. You know, I don't know what she had. I think it was 30-plus, and she was just on fire. And so, you know, trying to contain the other team's best score is always a tall task, but it's something that you want to do because, you know, ultimately you want to try to make their other players beat you. You know, it's not something ideal that if you let a team's best score just go off on you. So that's what we're going to try to do again. We're going to try to disrupt her offensively tonight, and like I said, make some of those other girls make some shots.
Defensively, well, for them offensively, when they get into their half-court offense, they're kind of tough to stop in that they're so good at moving the ball around the perimeter, creating that angle to, you know, make the entry pass into Kaylee Kimball. As far as, you know, Madison, she's at the top of that defense, and she can kind of, you know, get a team out of system a little bit in that maybe they're not able to set up in their half-court offense just exactly how they like. Is that going to be a key tonight as far as this one is concerned, Madison's defense?
Yeah, actually, it'll be all all of our guards' defense. That whoever's going to handle the ball for them, we want to try to create enough pressure to where it's a distraction to them and to their whole offensive system. If you just sit back and let them do what they want to do, yeah, they're going to pick you apart and score at will. And so we're going to try to get up in them a little bit, speed them up, try to kind of force their issue a little bit, and hopefully it's enough to disrupt their offense where we can steal some possessions from them.
Coach, good luck tonight.
Yep, thank you.
Head coach Lawrence Graves of the South Iron Panthers joining us on the Fleegs Equipment pregame show. Back on the Fleegs Equipment pregame show on regional radio, speaking with Josh Mapes. Now he's the head coach of the Central Rebels. Coach, 6 days ago we were here, same spot, same teams. Obviously you guys in South Iron, and it was one heck of a game. Went down to the wire, just a 1-point victory for the Panthers in that one. As you look back to that contest, what are you hoping to take that you did well from that one, and what are you hoping to correct here today?
We've really been focused on taking care of the basketball. We threw the ball away probably 17 or 18 times in that game against half-court man-to-man, and you can't throw it away 18 times and expect to win the game, and we got to finish the game better. Last minute or two of the game, we've got to lead, we've got to make free throws, take care of the ball, and end it.
Now, offensively, against Steelville, you wanted a couple other players to score. You kind of got that against South Iron. Now maybe just a matter of putting it all together?
I think so, yeah. I thought our kids that usually don't score played really well against South Iron the last time. I thought some of our kids who really do score most games for us didn't play really well. But you got to give some of that credit to South Iron. They're a really good defensive team, and they're well coached. We're going to be in for a battle again tonight.
What does it say about your schedule to this point, and you're going to have another tough game coming up after this one, of course, that you can, sustain a week in your own tournament where you go 1-2, but you're still ranked in the state? What does it say to the quality of opponents that you've been playing and the tests that you've had?
That's the thing that's going to prepare us to win our district, and that's our ultimate goal, is to win a district championship, and our kids have to be challenged. We are going to be challenged our next 7 games, where if we don't play well and deal with adversity, we will lose every game. But when you get to that district tournament and you've dealt with adversity 9 or 10 games in a row, it kind of makes it easier, I think.
You mentioned South Iron's defense. Obviously, they can put the ball in the basket too, but led at the top. Madison Ayers averages over 6 steals a game. Michaela's pretty good in that area as well. What is it about South Iron's defense that really causes problems for teams?
Well, you said it starts with the younger Ayers girl. She pressures the ball as well as any team we see, and we see some really athletic teams from St. Louis and the Cape area, and she's pretty dang good at pressuring the ball, and it all starts with her. And they got a really good role player with number 32 who helps out a lot on defense. She doesn't score any points, but she does a lot for them, and those two there, and then you throw the Ayers girl out there and a couple more athletic kids, and they're a pretty solid team.
Sounds good, Coach. Thanks for the time, and good luck to you.
All right, thank you guys for the coverage.
Head Coach Josh Mapes of the Central Rebels joining us on the Fleegs Equipment pregame show.
Hi, welcome to the UPS store.
Yeah, I'd like to ship this package.
Great, I can help you with that and every other ing.
Did you just say every other ing?
Printing, packing, copying, faxing, freighting, any ing your small business needs.
Shredding.
Yep.
Mailboxing.
Uh-huh.
Notarizing?
That too.
Wow, that's really some ing.
Now you're getting it.
The UPS store. Every ing for small business. And of course, shipping.
Hi, this is Jim, owner of the UPS store in Festus. See us now at our new location at 650 North Creek Drive next to Tiger Express Car Wash.
In 1973, Comtree was established to meet a great need through opening a halfway house. The spark of meeting residents' needs continues to reignite in 2019. We've expanded our services to become the mental health safety net of Jefferson County while offering nationally recognized dental care and primary care. We invite you to join the Comtree family tree. Call 877-COMTREE or visit us online at comtree.org to schedule an appointment. Welcome to our family tree.
And that was your Fleegs Equipment pregame show. Fleegs Equipment in St. Genevieve and Leadington. Fleegs Equipment for all your lawn, farm, and garden equipment needs. Let their family serve your family. Highway 32 in St. Genevieve and on the Outer Service Road at the Leadington exit. Online 24/7 at Fleegs.com. Broadcasting, as always, from the Mineral Area College broadcast booth. Mineral Area College is your next step. And, of course, the new Aerobank tip-off is just moments away between South Iron and Central here in girls basketball in Park Hills at the TJ Foulon Fieldhouse. New Era Bank, it's easy to save your coins and change with New Era Bank's Roundup Savings. To see how easy it is, visit your local New Era Bank or online at newerabank.com. New Era Bank, member FDIC. Starting lineups brought to you by Presbyterian Manor, the way you want to live. Let's get to those right now for South Iron and Central. Usual fives. Madison Ayers, the freshman for South Iron. Haley Pauley is a junior with Michaela Ayers, the senior dream teamer. Megan Lashley is a sophomore. Callie Miller, a senior. Meanwhile, for Central, Kaylee Kimball, a junior with Avery Norris. She is a senior. Abby Holmes, a senior. Sophia Horton, junior dream team player of the year last year. And also Aubrey Eaton. Those are the five for both teams. Now we're ready to jump it up, and winning it is Kaylee Kimball. She faces off with Madison Ayers, and now Madison Ayers takes her place at the top of that defense, averaging a eye-popping 6.5 steals per game, and already puts pressure on Norris. Norris has to stop at half court, gets it eaten. Now Sophia Horton open top of the key three. No good off the back iron, off the top of the backboard, and the rebound corralled by Michaela Ayers of South Iron. She loses her dribble, hits the deck, and back the other way comes Central, a 4-on-4. A couple of players back in the backcourt for both teams, and now a steal for South Iron. Madison Ayers comes out with it. A little bit of a frantic pace to start. 7:25 reads the first quarter clock, and a half-court possession for the first time for the Panthers here with no score on the Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy scoreboard, committed to improving the health of their patients and positively impacting the communities they serve. Madison Ayers sends it right this time for Haley Pauley. Now into the corner for Megan Lashley. Up top, Michaela Ayers trying to drive by Sophia Horton. Sends it left wing for Madison Ayers to the top. Pump faking, getting inside Lashley, and Lashley travels. It was Megan Lashley with the game-winning free throw in the 51-50 win against Central last week in the third-place matchup of the Central Christmas Tournament. And just like she did there, passed up a jump shot, but got fouled. And right there, she travels, so it goes back to Central. Rebels with it, a 10-2 record, 2 losses last week, 1 to Steelville and 1 to South Iron. Here's Sophia Horton into the lane, shot no good. Offensive rebound put back, Holmes no. And Holmes will head to the free throw line on the foul. So Michaela Ayers with her first foul for either team, and 12 fouls, 12 is number 12, Abby Holmes, to the line, the lefty. Her first free throw is up and right through the nets. One more coming for Abby Holmes. As Central strikes first, it's 1-0. The exact margin that the Rebels lost to the Panthers by last week on Tuesday. That one missed by Holmes and into the hands of South Iron. Madison Ayers back the other way, right wing, stops, now gets into the lane, back out to the top. Now work to the left corner. It's Michaela Ayers missing a 3 wide right. Rebound fought for, goes out of bounds. The Central Rebels have it. Josh Mapes leads Central, his 7th season. Lawrence Graves on the opposing sideline for the Panthers. Also joined by Jeff Ayers, who is an assistant coach and the dad of Madison Ayers and Michaela Ayers. Madison, the star freshman, Michaela, the star senior. Right wing, it's Avery Norris for Central. She stops at the right elbow, goes back to Sophia Horton. Horton will try a mid-range shot this time, and Sophia Horton puts it in. 3-0 Central, as we've got 6:02 left in the first. Madison Ayers is just going to run back the other way, and she charges. Taking it, Aubrey Eaton. The star softball player as well is Eaton, first team all-conference as a center fielder, and she takes the charge there. A returning starter from last year's basketball team as Central brings back 4 of them. South Iron, meanwhile, just 1 starter back. It's Michaela Ayers, but a slew of freshmen, including Madison Ayers, have really helped him out. And here's Madison Ayers on the steal. Ayers back the other way, lefty layup. She blows it at point-blank range. Central with the rebound, and they go back the other way with Avery Norris. Norris all the way in, coast to coast, and she puts it in. Avery Norris makes it 5-0 Central on a timeout for Lawrence Graves of South Iron. We'll take it with them. 5:37 left on the first quarter clock. Back in 30 on the MyMO Info Sports Stream.
This is Dr. Karen Melton at Hearing Care Partners. We hope you don't miss a single thing this sports season. Stop by for a free hearing screening so you'll hear every play and the person sitting right next to you. One of the best parts of the game is chatting with old friends and making new ones. We wish all our local players a safe and healthy sports season. It's Hearing Care Partners. Find us online at hearingcarepartners.com.
Patsy's Furniture. You'll love to shop at Patsy's in Park Hill. South Iron with the basketball. Pressure in the backcourt applied by Central as Ayers flips it over to Callie Miller. Now into the front court, Lashley. Lashley pushes a pass left corner for Michaela Ayers, guarded by Horton, to the top for Madison. Madison Ayers looks to set up the offense, sends Michaela left, and now passes the ball right to Haley Pauley. Pauley sends it to the corner for Michaela Ayers. South Iron looking to get a little bit more scoring from the others, not just Michaela and Madison. Here's Pauley into the lane, tries a shot just outside of the paint, can't get it to go. Aubrey Eaton comes out with a rebound, hop steps near the left elbow, looks for a teammate, finds Sophia Horton left wing. Horton looks to go baseline, cut off, shoots it anyway, can't get the contested shot to go, and the rebound goes to Callie Miller. Here's Madison Ayers. Madison Ayers hop steps in the lane herself. Shot no good, but 2 free throws coming up on the foul of Central. So Madison Ayers goes right back into the lane after missing a layup a moment ago. And she draws the foul on Sophia Horton, her first. Horton led Central with 15 points in the loss to South Iron by 1 point last week. And here's Madison Ayers missing the first free throw. South Iron still with a goose egg on the scoreboard. Defense has been there pretty much at all times for the Panthers this year. Sometimes the offense not as much. As Madison Ayers can't hit either free throw. Has been a bit of a struggle spot for her, 47% on the season. So still 5-0 Central, 4:40 left in the first frame. Here's Sophia Horton, tries to drive by Cornell, instead sends it right to Kaylee Kimball into the corner. A pump fake and a layup is converted on that time by Jessica Holsey. Jessica Holsey in off the bench, makes it 7-0 Central. Madison Ayers back the other way, short corner mid-range shot, Cornell can't get it to go. Kimball on the rebound for Central, and Kimball finds the guard. It's Avery Norris. 7-0. The Rebels lead by a touchdown. 4:12 left in the first quarter. Sophia Horton has it at the volleyball attacking line up top. Crossover dribble on Cornell. Backs her down. Now shoots the flip shot. No good. Rebound fought for goes to Central. And Abby Holmes lays it back in off the offensive rebound. Holmes has 3 points. Central leads 9-0. Madison Ayers has it right wing. The Rebels looking for revenge. And so far getting it. As South Iron is yet to score. Michaela Ayers trying to change that floater in the lane, no good. Gets her own offensive rebound, flips up another shot off the glass, still no good, and Sophia Horton's got the rebound. Horton looking to fast break with Holsey. Holsey right wing will pull it out, send it back to the top. Horton passes up on the 3 instead, tries lefty layup and puts it in. Sophia Horton has 4. It is 11-0 Central, and another timeout for Lawrence Graves of South Iron. The Panthers are down by 11 points with 3:28 left in the first. We'll keep it here this time. Thank a few of our sponsors for making this particular broadcast possible. Applebee's in Farmington, Coldwell Banker Holsey in Farmington, Coles Tractor and Equipment in Farmington, Comtree in Festus with the Doe Run Company in Park Hills, Fleegs Equipment in Leadington and St. Genevieve, and Gateway Motors in Fredericktown. So 11-0 is the score. And we come out of the timeout here. South Iron in those maroon jerseys, maroon shorts. South Iron down 11-0. Meanwhile, Central up by 11 points. White jerseys, white shorts for them. Uniform check brought to you by Serenity Hospice Care. Peace of mind when it matters most. SerenityHospiceCare.org. Michaela Ayers with it, top of the key, sends it right corner to her sister Madison. She tries a 3, can't get it. Avery Norris on the rebound for Central. Norris pushes it ahead, fumbled for a moment, but picked up eventually there by Madison Holmes. And now sent inside, a floater for Avery Norris. Norris can't get it to go. Offensive rebound, Sophia Horton has it stripped away, out of bounds, and it is off of South Iron. Central to inbound. Coach Graves wants more boxing out. You could hear him on the Panthers bench with a maroon polo to match his girls in maroon jerseys. That's Coach Graves over there. Meanwhile, as a layup good for Avery Norris to make it 13-0. Coach Josh Mapes in a navy blue hoodie. Tan pants for him. Madison Ayers back the other way for South Iron. Tries to force one up through traffic. Will get free throws out of it. And to the free throw line goes Madison Ayers. Central not used to losing 2 games in a row, let alone 3. It would be quite the change from what we generally see from the Rebels as Ayers puts in the free throw, and finally South Iron is on the scoreboard with 2:43 left in the first quarter. We're over 5 minutes in, and South Iron just scored for the first time. One more free throw for Ayers. Got it. 2 points for Madison Ayers, the only 2 points for South Iron. Sophia Horton with it across the timeline at the volleyball attacking line. Gets to the right elbow, sends it right wing for Holsey. Holsey to the left for Kimball. Kimball hasn't got a whole lot of touches inside just yet, but Central making it work regardless. Horton tried to step back, lost her footing, traveled near the free throw line. So a turnover, South Iron maybe just what they needed, as Ayers has it, sends it over to Callie Miller to her left, and now back to Madison Ayers, crosses the timeline on the run, and now stops and floats a pass cross court to the left corner for Michaela Ayers. Ayers to the left elbow, right wing for Gale. Gale just into the game, another freshman to Cornell. Yet another freshman. South Iron with a lot of those. Miller's going to try a three. Can't get it to fall. Offensive rebound Cornell, and Cornell is pushed before she loaded up for a shot. So the foul goes on Jessica Holsey of Central. 3 team fouls on the Rebels, 2 on South Iron. Inbounding from the baseline, Callie Miller. Right wing, it's Madison Ayers, and now back to Miller, who came to get it after the pass, and Madison Ayers back with it in her hands. Miller, and into the corner, Cornell. That pass tipped out of bounds by Holmes, Abby Holmes, and so South Iron inbound once more. 4 points for Norris, 4 points for Horton, 3 for Holmes, 2 for Holsey. That's the breakdown for Central, and just the 2 points for Madison Ayers of the Panthers. Inbound goes awry for the Panthers there as looks like Michaela caught it with her foot on the line. And so another turnover, and Central's got the basketball. In the hands of Madison Holmes now, the sophomore, and she goes to Sophia Horton, now to Abby Holmes. To the right, Avery Norris. Two-hand pass to the corner for Kimball. Central taking their time here. To the top, it is Holmes. Madison Holmes this time drives all the way in. Nobody stops the ball, and Madison Holmes, righty layup is good. 15-2. South Iron down by 13. Here's Madison Ayers. Gets a blocking foul the other way and is headed to the free throw line once more. First foul on Avery Norris, the Mineral Area College volleyball commit. Going to play for Tim Copeland and the crew after this season. Madison Ayers misses a free throw. She is now 2 for 5 at the line. She not only has the only points for her team, but the only one who's attempted a free throw, and she's now attempted 6, made 3. She knocks that one down. 15-3, that's the score. Central in the first quarter with 1:20 left in the opening frame. Sophia Horton has it, sends it to the corner. Madison Holmes. Madison Holmes working on Michaela Ayers. Back to Horton. Horton, right wing, gets to the right elbow. Pass to Kimball. Kimball tries a contested 3. Got it anyway! Kaylee Kimball puts in the 3. Closed out by Gale, too late. And a 15-point advantage for Central. Here's Madison Ayers with a 3. Got it to go! Madison Ayers has all 6 for South Iron. It is an 18-6 ball game with 50 seconds left in the opening quarter. Sophia Horton, top of the key, righty dribble, inside, back out to Madison Holmes. Madison Holmes trying to back down Ayers, pass out to Horton, goes out of bounds. Missed timing there. And South Iron will look to draw a little bit closer here. They've trailed the entire first quarter, and they trail by 12 right now with 40 seconds left in quarter number 1. Madison Ayers takes it across the timeline, sends it to Michaela, right wing. It's going to get a screen from Gale. Michaela with a crossover dribble. Now a spin. Nice move to Gale. Gale's short corner jumper. Swish! Nothing but net for Drew Gale. And the freshman scores. It's 18-8. South Iron within 10. Kimball with 20 seconds. Crosses midcourt. Volleyball attacking line. And she is a good volleyball player. Right wing, Aubrey Eaton. Eaton to the left. This time it is Olivia Dunn. To the corner, Kimball with 7, with 6. Kimball picks up her dribble. Top of the key, Norris with 4, with 3. Tries to force one up. It's tipped out of bounds. And with 2.4 seconds left, Central will inbound. Sophia Horton's going to come back in for this last play. They had her out, offense-defense situation, trying to make sure she didn't pick up her second foul. But this will be the last possession of the quarter right here. 2.4 seconds. 18-8 Central. Norris to inbound from the baseline. And for some reason, the buzzer sounded. It looked like Central made a late sub. So Central will try this again. And again, it's Avery Norris. A little laugh from the officials there. Norris gets it in. Tipped around by Kimball and out of bounds again. I don't think the clock was running at first. It reads 5/10. And so I guess Central will inbound again from the baseline. Norris will try again. This has to be a flick right here for the Rebels. No time for a dribble. Norris gets it in. Kimball will quickly shoot it. Don't think she got it off. Doesn't matter. It's no good. But at the end of one, the Central Rebels do lead 18-8. 18-8. The Rebels on top by 10 over South Iron. Back with the second quarter next on the MyMO Info Sports Stream.
Whatever your educational goals are, you can achieve them at Jefferson College. With caring faculty, convenient locations, and award-winning academic programs, your future is Jefferson College's focus. To learn more, call 636-797-3000 or visit jeffco.edu for a complete list of degrees and programs. Enroll now.
For higher education, for higher expectations, Jefferson College, Jefferson College.
This is Sam from the Jefferson County YMCA inviting you to join the Y. Pay no joining fee in January, saving up to $100. Whether you're looking to get healthy, make new friends, or spend more time together as a family, the Y will help you succeed. Enjoy group exercise and water fitness classes for free. Try pickleball, swim in the pool, or walk the indoor track. Take advantage of our free wellness consultations, fantastic personal training options, free child watch for household members, and so much more. Call 636-931-9622, visit gwrymca.org, or stop by the Y today.
Back on the MyMO Info Sports Stream, it is an 18-8 advantage for the Central Rebels over the South Iron Panthers after 1 year girls basketball on the MyMO Info Sports Stream. 51-50 win for South Iron in this same matchup last week in the third place game of the Central Christmas Tournament right here on this same court, the TJ Foulon Fieldhouse at Park Hills. South Iron with the first possession of the second quarter as they look to draw a little bit closer. Here's Pauly to Lashley. Lashley into a double team, traveled. Was about to pass it out to an open Callie Miller, left wing. Never got that pass off and took too many steps, so South Iron turns it over, and Central back with the basketball. Sophia Horton will get the pass from Norris and take it up herself. Stops at the volleyball attacking line, tries to feed Kimball. A steal on the ground by Haley Pauly. Now ahead to Madison Ayers. Madison Ayers with the move inside, layup no good. Rebound Sophia Horton of Central. Rebels back with it. Horton loses her dribble for a moment, gets it into the front court with Holsey. Holsey to the free throw line, fumbles it herself, finds Avery Norris. Norris backing down, back out Horton. Right corner, thinks about a three, gets a screen from Norris. Horton dribbles to the free throw line, back to the top, Holsey. Left corner, Aubrey Eaton, open for three. Couldn't quite get it to go, tipped around, and Madison Ayers has it. Ayers does not have numbers. She's going to take it inside anyway and lose the basketball. And let's see what the call is. Jump ball, possession arrow, Central. So South Iron turns it over as Madison Ayers tried to go 1-on-4. And Central with it with Norris, and Norris flips it over to Horton, and now into the hands of Aubrey Eaton. Eaton pressured at midcourt by Michaela Ayers this time. And it's almost tipped. Kimball gets it at the right elbow, fumbles it. Horton has it, loses it, gets it to Eaton, and now back to Sophia Horton. Horton crossover dribble, gets inside, forces up the lefty layup, and Sophia Horton scores, and she's now got 6 points on the night to lead all scores. Tied with Madison Ayers on the opposing side, who also has 6, and she's got the basketball. Sends it to the right wing for Michaela Ayers, down to the right corner for Callie Miller. Fumbled for a moment, Miller's got it back. Miller dribbles inside, back out. Madison Ayers open, 4-3, no, off the back iron. Long rebound, Michaela Ayers. Ayers will try a three. Right wing this time. Comes up with air. Rebound Kimball of Central. Horton's got it now across. And Horton sends it to the top for Eaton. Aubrey Eaton running things right now. As Avery Norris off ball. Here's a pass to the right wing. Holsey open for a moment. Didn't pull the trigger. Sends it to the right elbow for Kimball. Kimball tried to feed Horton. Pass stolen away. That time by Pauly. Here's Miller, and to the top for Michaela Ayers. 5:40 left in the second quarter. Central leads 20-8. Mid-range shot off the rim, no good. That's a shot by Miller. Sophia Horton has the rebound. Right wing Holsey. Holsey to the top. Horton back into the action and backs out to the volleyball attacking line and sends the pass right wing for Holsey. Holsey looking to drive on Miller. Instead gives it to Avery Norris, who's watched by Madison Ayers. Up top, Holsey. Holsey, left wing for Aubrey Eaton. Eaton looking for a post-up for Horton. Instead sends it top, almost stolen, but Avery Norris has it and converts on the mid-range shot after Madison Ayers couldn't quite get the steal. Avery Norris has 6 points herself, and Central leads by 14, 22-8. 4:56 left in the second. Madison Ayers left open for three for a moment, doesn't pull it. Here's Michaela Ayers up top. Ayers gets a screen from Lashley. She'll try a mid-range shot short. Lashley on the offensive rebound, charges in, lefty layup. Nice job from Megan Lashley. The rebound and then goes all the way in and scores. And South Iron within 12, 22-10, 4:35 left in the second. Sophia Horton loses the basketball off her own knee, out of bounds, and South Iron takes it back. Inbounding will be Callie Miller to Madison Ayers here in just a moment. It's Miller, Madison and Michaela Ayers, Alicia Cornell, and Drew Gale for the South Iron Panthers. We'll give you the 5 for Central here in just a moment as they set up in their defense. Madison Ayers gets a screen from Gale, gets all the way in. A layup is good. They'll say the foul was on the ground, though. Tough call for Madison Ayers, who had a free lane. It's on Madison Holmes, another Madison, though this one for Central. And so no bucket. South Iron gets to inbound from the baseline. Cornell has it, short corner on the left side. Cornell will send it to the top for Gale, and now they reset with Madison Ayers. Ayers approaches the volleyball attacking line, now backs it out. She's right on the right arm of the Central Rebel logo at midcourt. And now she sends it left corner for Michaela Ayers. Off a screen, tries the mid-range shot, this time off the rim and in. Michaela Ayers has her first field goal and incidentally her first 2 points. 22-12, and Holsey will already pull a mid-range shot. It's tipped out of bounds, and South Iron's got it. Central going really fast even after makes for South Iron. That time it didn't pay off, though a good look for Holsey. And now Madison Ayers will take it across. No pressure here for Central. Madison will just get right to that volleyball attacking line and look to set things up. Extends her left arm and now sends it right wing for Gale. Gale can hit the three-point shot, though loves that short corner mid-range jumper. Here's Miller on the handoff to Madison Ayers. Ayers mid-range shot, can't get it. There's the other Ayers, Michaela with the offensive rebound. And she dribbles out to the right corner and sends it right wing for Cornell. 3:22 left in the second quarter. 22-12 Central here in girls basketball. Michaela Ayers, right wing, Alicia Cornell, jab step, and moved her other foot as well. That's a travel on Cornell. Sophia Horton returns to the action for Central. It's Horton, Norris, Eaton, Kimball, and Holsey. Not Holsey, Holmes, excuse me. Kimball tries the inside pass to Eaton. It's tipped out of bounds by Miller. And Central to inbound from the baseline here. 6 points for Madison Ayers to lead South Iron. 6 points for Norris and Horton on the Central side. And now Madison Holmes checks in for Abby Holmes. For the Rebels, in it goes to Norris, back out for Sophia Horton. Horton tries to drive by Cornell, stops for a mid-range shot. Nothing but net. Sophia Horton puts it in. And Sophia Horton has 8 to lead all scorers. 24-12. Central doubling up South Iron with 2:50 left in the second. Here's Michaela Ayers to Cornell, left wing. Now to the top. Miller thinks about a three, instead sends it to the corner. Madison Ayers will pull the trigger, and Madison Ayers puts it in. 2 3-pointers for Madison Ayers. She has 9. And South Iron's within 9. 24-15, 2:33 left in the second. Up top, Madison Holmes. Holmes checked by Callie Miller to Kimball. Kimball's been a little bit quiet. Just the 3-pointer in the first quarter. Those are only points. We know that she's capable of scoring 20 points whenever she wants to. Madison Holmes looks to drive inside. Poked away by Miller, and Cornell comes out with it. Michaela Ayers will take it across. South Iron, another chance to draw just a little closer. Right wing Madison Ayers thinks about the three. Instead passes it to the free throw line area. Gale back to Madison Ayers, already with 2 threes on the night. Cornell back to Madison. Madison Ayers dribbling with her left hand at that volleyball attacking line. 1:54 left. in the second quarter. Knows this possession important for momentum as South Iron starting to capture it just a little bit. She is signaling things out, and now she'll pass it right wing for Michaela Ayers. Ayers throws up a wild shot off balance, can't get it. Avery Norris on the rebound for Central. Norris checked by Michaela Ayers. Now over to Aubrey Eaton. Michaela picks her up. Left corner, short corner side. Madison Holmes can't get the jumper to go. Michaela Ayers comes out with it. South Iron another chance. Down 9. Michaela Ayers to the left. Callie Miller for 3. And it's off the front rim and it drops home. Callie Miller, her first 3 points at a big time. And South Iron is within 6, 24-18. $1:13 left in the second quarter. Sophia Horton to the right wing for Aubrey Eaton. Eaton getting into the weave action with Norris. Norris drives inside. Strong righty layup. Can't get it. And the rebound to Madison Ayers. South Iron, a run here at the end of the second as Central has led the whole way. Madison Ayers for 3 from the top. Can't get it, a little short. And the rebound to Eaton. Norris with it now. And Norris, no one stopping ball here to the top. Eaton open. Eaton drives all the way inside. Eaton can't get the layup, but she's fouled. Aubrey Eaton has been active, but has not scored yet. A chance to change that here, the junior. And not only did Central only lose 1 senior and 1 starter from last year, just a couple seniors in the rotation that play this year. They are important ones, don't get me wrong. Avery Norris and Abby Holmes. But it's not as if you'll be losing your whole team next year and you still have your best 2 players back in Kimball and Horton. Eaton puts in both free throws, and it's 26-18 Central. 43 seconds left in the second quarter. Inbounding Lashley. Pressure in the backcourt here from Central, and now South Iron's got a 2-on-1. Ayers to the right block, missed that time for Pauly. Rebound fought for. A push is called on South Iron. We're going back the other way. So nice pass by Madison ahead to Michaela. Michaela the pass to Pauly, and Pauly just couldn't put in the layup. So Central will inbound. 34 seconds left in the second, and the Rebels can go back up by double digits here. With it is now Avery Norris. Across the timeline they go. Norris picks up her dribble, sends it top. Madison Holmes, 23 seconds. Central can hold for the last shot if they want it here. Eaton checked by Ayers. Eaton sends it to the top for Madison Holmes, right at that attacking line on the volleyball side. Here's Horton, left wing. Horton to Holmes, right wing, open 3. Madison Holmes! She gets it to go. And Madison Holmes, the sophomore's got 5. 11-point lead, 3 seconds, 2 seconds from near half court. Madison Ayers can't get it to go. And at the break, the Central Rebels do lead 29-18. Midwest Sports Center halftime show coming up next on the MyMO Info Sports Stream.
Let's check in with Josh Harris now at Midwest Sports Center in Farmington, Poplar Bluff, and soon to be in Festus. Josh, the winter weather is here, but that doesn't mean there's still not fun to be had when you're dealing with Midwest Sports Center, right?
That's right. You know what? The fun's just beginning. You can come by and see us. We got great prices on side-by-sides, ATVs, street bikes, lawnmowers, watercraft, whatever you're looking for, on the road, off the road, or on the water. Midwest Sports Center, your ultimate outdoor toy store.
Stop by and see Midwest Sports Center today for all your outdoor fun.
You can enjoy a hot tub year-round, but nothing beats slipping into a hot tub when it's chilly out. Hi, I'm Megan Osbar, manager of Home Pools and Spas in Ludington. When you invest in a hot tub, you're investing in relaxation and therapy for your family. We can get you and your family into a new hot tub, and we can service your existing hot tub. Any brand, model, or year. Find us online at homepoolsandspas.net and on the outer road just south of the Ludington exit.
Champions are made here. On our courts, on our fields, and in our classrooms. Why settle for ordinary when you could be part of greatness? Mineral Area College. Become a Cardinal today.
Hey, if you haven't been to Patsy's Furniture in Park Hills lately, then you haven't been to Patsy's Furniture. Man, the selection is as good now as it's ever been. And that's saying something. Seriously, stop by and say hi to Chris and Jamie. The first thing you'll notice is just how nice they are. They won't hard sell you at all. They'll just let you look around and offer you help when you need it. And we're talking about really nice furniture, too, from some of the best-known brand names in the business. Hey, maybe that's why Patsy's Furniture is my only stop when I do my furniture shopping. Patsy's Furniture, right off Highway 67 at the Parkway Drive exit. You'll love to shop at Patsy's.
For 57 years, the staff at Farmington Presbyterian Manor have dedicated ourselves to providing our community the best independent living, assisted living, skilled nursing, memory care, and short-term rehab. We are proud to be part of the Parkland community and provide the quality health care you deserve. Call 573-756-6768 today and schedule a visit to find out more about Farmington Presbyterian Manor.
Welcome to the Midwest Sports Center Halftime Show on Regional Radio.
This is Josh Harris, the owner of Midwest Sports Center in Farmington. Remember, for all of your on-the-road, off-the-road, or on-the-water fun, come and see us, Midwest Sports Center in Farmington.
Midwest Sports Center Halftime Show. Stop by, see Josh and the gang at Midwest Sports Center today on Walker Drive in Farmington. Kawasaki, Suzuki, Polaris, Can-Am, Spiger, and Sea-Doo. Like them on Facebook or shop them online at Midwest Sports Center. On the road, off the road, or in the water, Midwest Sports Center has it all.
29-18, that's the halftime score. The Central Rebels looking for a little bit of revenge after the third place loss in the Central Christmas Tournament last Tuesday, and right now they are getting it, an 11-point advantage over the South Iron Panthers. Let's take a look at leading scorers for both teams. For the Central Rebels, we'll start here. Sophia Horton has 8 points, Dream Team Player of the Year from last year, and led her team in scoring in this same matchup a week ago with 15 points. She's got 8 at the break. 6 points, meanwhile, for Avery Norris, 5 for Madison Holmes. We've got Kaylee Kimball down as 3 with Abby Holmes also with 3. Meanwhile, Aubrey Eaton has 2, and Jessica Holsey also has 2 points. For South Iron, it's kind of been a one-girl show so far. Madison Ayers with 9 points. Meanwhile, 3 for Callie Miller, 2 points for Megan Lashley, 2 for Drew Gale, and 2 for Michaela Ayers as well. That's the breakdown right now, as South Iron, with the 9 points for Madison Ayers, actually leads all scorers, but her team is down by 11 here, as it is the Midwest Sports Center halftime show. Reminder, you can listen to this and all of our games online at MYMOINFO.com, courtesy of Coles Tractor and Equipment in Farmington, home of LS Tractors. Lead the herd, don't just follow. Coles Tractor and Equipment, Highway 32 in Farmington. These are a couple of teams that are obviously ranked in the state, and for South Iron, since early on in the season, they've been the number 1 team in the state in girls basketball in Class 1. They remain that after the latest poll that came out on the 3rd of January, 3 days ago on Friday. Meanwhile, for the Central Rebels, you think maybe they drop out of the top 10 with a 1-2 week, but you got to look at who they lost to. Of course, South Iron, the number 1 team in Class 1, and also Steelville, a team in Class 3 that's not ranked but is receiving votes. And so those 2 losses, not exactly bad losses, shall we say, for the Central Rebels. So they do drop a couple spots. They're no longer number 7. They're now number 9. But the Central Rebels in Class 4 do remain ranked. And, by the way, as we mentioned, a tough schedule for Central coming up here, and it's kind of been a tough schedule for them recently anyways. But Cape Notre Dame is their next opponent coming up on the 9th on Thursday. That's going to be a tough one. That's the team that ended their season a year ago. That was a game that we had on regional radio in the sectionals, a 51-45 win for Cape Notre Dame in that one. Sophia Horton had 19 points in that particular contest, and also 10 points for the now-departed Callie Thurston, a Mississippi Baptist volleyball player, as she was the only senior on last year's team. A rematch from that game last year that was played at the Farmington Civic Center. That's what Central's got coming up after this. Meanwhile, for the South Iron Panthers, they've got Bunker. That is actually tomorrow. So tough for different reasons in that South Iron has to turn around from this one and immediately go all the way back up to Annapolis and play Bunker. Then they've got another game this week as well on Thursday. They're at Fredericktown. So 3 games in 1 week for the South Iron Panthers. Only the 2 for Central, but the opponents are just ridiculously tough. And South Iron and Cape Notre Dame, team that's receiving votes in Class 4, so just behind Central in that regard. Again, 29-18 is the score. Central, if they lose this contest, will have lost 3 games in a row. Kind of a weird thing to say is a possibility for this Central Rebels team that brings back so much from last year. You knew they were going to come out ready, and certainly they did, especially on the defensive end, limiting everybody besides Madison Ayers, who's been very aggressive in getting to the free throw line and has also hit a couple of three-pointers as well. Well, it's been the Midwest Sports Center halftime show, and when we come back, we'll have the third quarter of action for you. 29-18 advantage for the Central Rebels at the break on the MYMOINFOSPORTSTREAM.
There's no need to be scared of flu season. Just say boo to the flu and head over to Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy for your flu shot. It's the perfect way to protect you and your family, and no appointment is necessary. Just pop in when you have time, and we will have you on your way in just a few minutes. Cash prices are available, or we're happy to bill your insurance. We know you have better things to do than be stuck at home with a nasty case of the flu. Come see us at Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy in Deloge, Fredericktown, Ironton, and Farmington.
Are you ready for an exciting new career that offers job security, flexibility, and independence? Rankin Technical College in Perryville is now accepting student applications for a 5-week CDL training class. The Gilster Mary Lee Corporation will provide the necessary funding for program training. If your application is approved, you'll receive a benefits package which includes miles paid by the hub, paid downtime, unloading allowances, vacation, Christmas, and holiday bonuses, plus insurance. Call Mike Welker at 800-851-5371.
When it's all said and done, what really matters? For Serenity Hospice Care patient Jack, hospice isn't about giving up. It's not about the end. It's about right now. It's about spending precious time with the people we love.
Come on, Grandpa!
And the little moments that create lasting memories. It's focusing on what's important to you and remembering life is beautiful in all stages.
Eating good in the neighborhood at Applebee's sounds so good, doesn't it? Hi, I'm Amy Cousins, General Manager of Applebee's in Farmington. You and a friend can start with 2 side salads or an appetizer to share, then choose any 2 full-size entree from the 2 for $20 dinner lunch menu. Or pick 2 items to create your own combo meal from the classic or signature lunch combo menu. Soups, salads, chicken feed, a roll-up, clubhouse grill, or chicken tenders. There's so much to choose from, and it's all under $10. Dine in or call it in. Applebee's on Karsh Boulevard in Farmington.
That was the Midwest Sports Center halftime show on regional radio. Just about ready to get back to the action, 29-18. That's the score. An 11-point lead for the Central Rebels, 10-2 in Class 4. And they're defeating the South Iron Panthers right now, a 7-1 team from Class 1 and the number 1 team in the state in Class 1. South Iron back out onto the floor first in the maroon jerseys, maroon shorts. Meanwhile, Central right behind them, white jerseys, white shorts for them, the home team here at TJ Foulon Fieldhouse. South Iron gets the first possession of the third quarter, maybe a chance to cut this lead to single digits. The basket will do just that. Madison Ayers has the basketball. She's got 9 points to lead all scorers, sends it right wing, deep right wing for Michaela Ayers. Ayers to the short corner right side, Lashley. Lashley drives, lefty layup, got it to go. Megan Lashley puts it in, her second field goal. She's got 4 points. And the lead is indeed cut to single digits, 29-20, Central on top. Sophia Horton sees 2 defenders, sends it to the right for Eaton. Eaton dribbles up top, has it poked away by Madison Ayers, but there is Norris to recover. Short corner right side, Abby Holmes back to Norris on the free throw line, and she's fouled as she loads up for the shot. Avery Norris. We mentioned the Mineral Area College volleyball commits, a dream teamer in the sport of volleyball. Certainly her main sport is volleyball, but she's a very good basketball player as well, a starter for last year's team and this year's team as she puts in the first free throw. Avery Norris with 7 points, and a free throw here would tie her with Sophia Horton for team lead, and she gets it. 8 points now for Avery Norris. 31-20, Central reclaims an 11-point lead. Madison Ayers with it, dribbling with her right hand, extending her left arm to give out instructions to her team, the point guard. And now she'll probe and send it up top to Lashley. Lashley, jab step, now over to Michaela Ayers. Ayers, cross-court pass to the right side. Three-pointer uncorked by Haley Pauley. And Haley Pauley doesn't let it fly often, but there she gets it to go. And South Iron down 8. And a steal by Madison Ayers. Michaela Ayers comes out with it and into the hands of Miller. Madison Ayers across the timeline. Approaches the right wing. Looks for Michaela left wing. And now dribbles to midcourt and will reset here with Haley Pauley. Pauley, deep right wing to the top for Madison Ayers. Ayers will try a three, short, and the rebound tipped around, taken by Michaela Ayers. Offensive board for South Iron. Here's Michaela for three, no, off the front iron, and Kaylee Kimball's got the rebound for Central. Into the hands of Avery Norris. Norris having a good game. Crossover dribble on Madison Ayers. Now over to Sophia Horton. Horton to the top, picks up her dribble, back to Norris. And Norris will go to the top herself on the dribble, send it right wing for Eaton. Eaton up top, Horton. Horton to the left for Norris. Central working it around the perimeter. Now a cross-court pass. Horton open, right wing three, a little long. Rebound is into the hands of Madison Ayers. 2-on-2 back the other way. Ayers all the way inside, gets it to go, and one. Madison Ayers puts in the shots, and Madison Ayers headed the free throw line for one more. Madison Ayers has 11 points. The foul's on Eaton of Central, and a chance for Madison Ayers to draw her team within 5. Madison Ayers has carried South Iron offensively in this one, and she puts in the free throw as well. 12 points for the star freshman. And just a 5-point lead now for Central. They led by 11 at the break. 5:53 left in the third frame. Avery Norris across to the right wing. And it goes for Holsey, and now back to Norris. Madison Ayers digging in on defense on Norris to the top. It's Horton. Horton watched by Cornell. Here's Kimball open for three. She's hit one already. Can't get that one to fall. Offensive rebound, Holmes. Put back, no. And the rebound to Madison Ayers. Madison Ayers trying to outrun the defense. Will stop at the right wing. Crab dribble, send it to the short corner right side. Gale mid-range shot in and out. Bodies hit the floor on the rebound. And coming out with it, Jessica Holsey of Central. Holsey, deep left wing, dribbling with Ayers watching her. Ayers almost steals the pass back to Norris, but Norris with it. Norris to Kimball, back to Norris. Norris, a over-the-head pass to Kimball, who's cutting inside, and it's perfectly placed as Kaylee Kimball puts in the layup. Kimball's got 5. Central back out in front by 7 now, with 5 minutes exactly left of the third. Madison Ayers gets into the weave with Cornell. Cornell sends it left for Miller. Miller looking for a teammate, finds Gale, right wing. One dribble, now back to the top, Miller. Miller fumbles it, almost traveled. Cornell inside, short corner left side. Gale tries again, and Gale hits. Drew Gale, a mid-range jumper. 4 points for her, and it's back down to 5. 33-28, Central. Norris, hounded by Ayers, sends it right wing for Holsey. Michaela Ayers watching her. Holsey looks for a teammate. Cross-court pass to Norris. Norris the fake pass. These two defenders in her face. Another fake pass now to the top for Holsey. Back to Norris. Norris left open. A long two. Norris puts it in. At least that should be the call, a long two, and it is. Avery Norris on the night has 10 points, and she leads all Central Rebels. A 7-point advantage for those Central Rebels. Ayers to Miller, back to Madison Ayers. Madison Ayers puts her head down, misses the layup, gets her own rebound. Put back is good. Madison Ayers, another one. And she's got 14. And again, it's 5, 35-30. Central on top with 3:45 left in the third. Norris, fake pass inside. Abby Holmes left alone, right block. And Madison Ayers extending her arms. She can't believe it. A blown assignment there from somebody on South Iron. And Abby Holmes converts. It is a 7-point advantage for the Central Rebels. We'll keep it right here. A timeout called by Lawrence Graves, head coach of South Iron. Take this chance to thank a few of our sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Gateway Region YMCA in St. Louis, Gifford Lumber in Farmington, Gilser, Mary Lee in Perryville, as well as Hearing Care Partners in Farmington, Home Pools and Spas in Leadington, Jefferson College in Hillsboro, Lucas Smith and Festus, and Farmington McDonald's and of course Farmington, as well as Midwest Sports Center as well in Farmington. All timeouts brought to you by Patsy's Furniture. And we've got a good one here, 37-30 now the score. The Central Rebels girls basketball team on top. But South Iron has fought back into this one on the strength of, make it now 14 points for Madison Ayers, the freshman. Madison Ayers will receive the inbound pass here from Callie Miller. And Ayers with it, gets it across, and back in from the timeout. And Madison Ayers sends it left wing Cornell. Cornell left open, won't pull it. Cornell dribbles once, picks it up, sends it to Michaela Ayers left corner. Ayers probes, now sends it right wing for Gale. Wants it back, she gets it back. Michaela Ayers, right corner, pushed by Horton. Cross-court pass, Miller. Miller open for three, a little short, and the rebound goes to Madison Holmes of Central. And now over to Sophia Horton. Horton left wing drives all the way in, and one, she got it! A foul on Michaela Ayers, and Sophia Horton now in double figures. She's got 10 points, a chance for one more, and a chance for Central to make this a double-digit lead. It's currently 39-30. Second foul on Michaela Ayers, by the way. And Horton will look to get this one in. She does. Horton's got 11 and a 40-30 lead for the Rebels. 10 points. Madison Ayers gets it across, sends it to Michaela Ayers, and right back to Madison. Left wing Cornell. Cornell, one dribble, pass to Madison, right wing. Madison Ayers looks to go baseline, hop step in the lane, layup a little short, gets her own rebound, pushes it back up. Can't get it to go, but is fouled. Great work from Madison Ayers tonight. She has been extremely aggressive. And back to the free throw line she goes. First shot up and good. And Madison Ayers now with 15 points on the night. 40-31, the Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy scoreboard reads. Madison Ayers can't get the second one to fall. Sophia Horton on the rebound. And Horton will take it across, send it to Holsey, will try the mid-range shot, can't get it. Rebound goes to Madison Ayers. Madison Ayers with a head of steam. Madison Ayers all the way in. A foul on Ayers as Horton took the charge. And Coach Lawrence Graves unhappy with the call. Looked like Horton, and this is what Coach Graves is explaining, might have been leaning a little bit there as she tried to take the charge. Madison Ayers called for her third foul, though. And a big call. If that's an and one, then South Iron has a chance to cut it to 6. Instead, Central up 9 with the basketball. Norris goes all the way in on Cornell. Volleyball that time. Avery Norris. She's got it. And Norris with 12 points. 42-31 Central. 2:15 left in the third. Madison Ayers with it. Ayers to the left for Cornell. Watched by Holsey. Michaela Ayers coming around to get it. Left corner. She does have the basketball. Michaela Ayers floats it to Madison Ayers. Madison Ayers for three. Right wing. Off the back iron, no. Long rebound goes to Horton of Central. Horton crossover dribble on Ayers. Feeds Kimball, and Kimball can't get the layup. Tipped out of bounds. South Iron basketball. Great play by Horton. Kimball just couldn't quite kiss it in off the glass. And now Lashley will inbound for South Iron. They'll go length of the court. And Madison Ayers will handle the basketball. I don't remember Madison Ayers or Michaela Ayers coming out of the basketball game yet. Gale with it, right corner. To the top it goes for Pauly. Pauly, left wing, Lashley. Lashley passes it right wing for Michaela Ayers, who tries a three. Just can't find the range tonight, and the rebound goes to Eaton. Eaton, a little pressure at midcourt from Madison Ayers. Gets it across to Madison Holmes. Madison Holmes, one dribble back to Avery Norris, watched by Pauly. Norris picks up her dribble and sends it to the top for Holmes. Holmes looking to drive, back out Horton. Horton will try a right corner three. Horton can't get it. Rebound tipped by Lashley, taken by Avery Norris of Central, and Norris puts it in. Avery Norris having a heck of a night. She's got 14 and a 13-point lead for Central. 44-31, a $1.05 left in the third quarter. Drew Gale with it right corner. Pauly Pump fakes. Sends it Lashley's way. Back to Madison Ayers. Madison Ayers tries to drive baseline. Cut off. Works through traffic. Layup, no. Eaton on the rebound. Eaton ahead to Avery Norris. And Norris keeps the dribble going at the volleyball attacking line. 45 seconds left in the third. Getting close to her Pauly. She picks up her dribble, needs help. Finds Horton. Timeout Central. Josh Mapes wants to talk about it. We'll give him 30 seconds to do just that. A 13-point advantage for the Central Rebels here at the end of the third on regional radio.
Hi, this is Jan. Thanks for calling Toyota.
Hi, Jan. I heard Toyotathon is on.
It sure is. We've got great year-end deals on Camry, RAV4, Tundra, Highlander, and more. Do you hear that?
That would be my mom. I'm home for the holidays, and apparently she's still eavesdropping on my calls like she used to.
Oh, what was that again about year-end deals?
Mom.
Oh, I'm sorry, honey.
Okay. And did I mention every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, our 2-year or 25,000-mile maintenance plan? It's happening again.
Dad, hang up the phone.
Toyotathon is on now. Come in today. Bring your mom.
Participating dealers only. Offers end January 6th. Toyota Care covers normal factory scheduled service for 2 years or 25,000 miles, whichever comes first. See participating dealer for coverage details. Toyota. Let's go places.
See Twin City Toyota, I-55 at the Herculaneum Auto Mall exit, or visit them online at twincitytoyota.com.
Back to the action, a steal by Michaela Ayers of South Iron, and South Iron back with the basketball. 22 seconds left in the third. Long mid-range shot. Yes, Drew Gale. Drew Gale puts that one in. She's got 6 points, 44-33 now. Central by 11, 13 seconds left. They can hold for one more shot. 10 seconds. Norris makes her move into the corner. Holsey pushes a three. No good. Rebound to Pauly with 5, with 4. All the way across. Pauly tries a three. A deep one with still time left. She shot it too early. Missed it. And at the end of 3, 44-33 is the score in favor of the Central Rebels. Fourth quarter coming up next right here on Regional Radio.
Flex Equipment was founded as a family-owned and operated business, where it remains to this day. Known best for selling exceptional equipment such as Case IH, Hustler, Vermeer, Cub Cadet, Massey Ferguson, and many more. Flex Equipment is a proven company with certified technicians and customer service where you're more than just a number. Our certified technicians can diagnose, troubleshoot, repair, and maintain your equipment. Not just one color, but every color. Even if you don't purchase your equipment here, we can provide you with the best service available and the largest selection of parts. As the months turn colder, it's time to service your equipment, get it ready for spring and summer. Winterize your equipment and tune up any equipment that you'll need over the winter. We do that here, and we do it well. If you're in the market for a new compact tractor, blades, whatever the need, see us here at Fliggs Equipment. Make us your first stop. Fliggs Equipment, Highway 32 in St. Genevieve, and on the Outer Service Road in Ludington. Online 24/7 at fliggs.com. Fliggs Equipment. Let our family serve your family.
44-33, that's the score as we enter the final 8 minutes here on Regional Radio. Central Rebels on top by 11 points. They've led the whole way. South Iron has got it as close as 6. But right now, the Rebels in control as Horton will handle it from the base, or from the sideline right near midcourt, I should say. Gets it into Holsey, and Holsey sets up the offense now right wing with Eaton. Eaton a fake pass, now does pass it to Holsey. Madison Ayers with the pressure on ball. Norris with it, picked up by Ayers, now into the left corner for Holsey. Holsey tries to float it to Norris, gets it there, inside Kimball, back out, Eaton, nice passing, and Eaton gets it! The ball movement there for Central, and Aubrey Eaton's got 5 points. Central by 14, 47-33, 7.5 minutes left in the game. Madison Ayers. As South Iron takes their time here. Michaela Ayers gets a screen. She'll try a 3 left wing, a little bit long. Rebound over the back goes Madison Ayers. That's a foul on South Iron. Avery Norris, good box out. And the Central Rebels will inbound. Well, if things stand now, Central will get that revenge from last week when South Iron upended them here on their home floor by a point, 51-50, in the third place game of the Central Christmas Tournament. It has been a complete effort for Central. As Sophia Horton takes it across, gets it to Aubrey Eaton. Eaton dribbles with her left hand. The pressure applied by Michaela Ayers near midcourt, gets it to Sophia Horton. Horton a fake pass now into the corner. Madison Holmes. Screen from Horton. Holmes to the top for Norris. Here's a fake pass by Norris. And now left wing for Madison Holmes. Holmes dribbles to the free throw line, back out Kimball. Kimball watched by Lashley to Norris. Norris has been excellent tonight. Passes to Madison Holmes, open corner three. She can't get it to go, just off the rim. And Michaela Ayers with the rebound of South Iron. Ayers all the way in, backs down, now back out. Lashley tries a three. Lashley can't get it. Horton on the rebound for Central. Horton blows by Ayers, and now into the corner for Madison Holmes. Up top, Norris. Norris will dribble, pick up her dribble, look for a teammate, finds Eaton right wing. Josh Mapes with some instructions from the sideline for Central, head coach there. Looking on, hands on hips, Lawrence Graves, head coach of the South Iron Panthers. Eaton dribbles with the left hand in the corner, Madison Holmes. Holmes picked up by Ayers. A steal nearly by Madison Ayers, and it's recovered by Norris into the corner. Eaton another three, a little long, tipped out of bounds. It's South Iron basketball. 6:01 is all that remains in this ball game, and if South Iron wants to make a run at it here, they'll need to do it soon as they're running out of time. Again, 47-33. Madison Ayers with it. Gets a screen from Gale. Gets all the way in. Puts up the layup. Got it. Madison Ayers has 17 points. 17 of the 35, nearly half of her squad's total. And South Iron down by 12. Norris into the lane. Back out Madison Holmes. To the top, it's Eaton. Eaton lefty layup. Eaton got it. 2 field goals here in the fourth quarter for Aubrey Eaton. She's got 7 points, and Central leads by 14. 49-35, 5:25 left in the ball game. Here's Madison Ayers in again, and she floats it in again. Madison Ayers, 19 points. Now does have over half of her team's total, as Norris with it at the top of the key. Madison Ayers on ball pressure to the right wing. It's Sophia Horton, watched by Pauly. Spins away from Pauly. What a move into the lane. Sophia Horton scores. Horton's got 13, and it's 51-37 now Central. They just keep South Iron at arm's length. And Madison Ayers dribbles at the top of the key here. Ayers sends it left for Pauly. Pauly, short corner Gale. Back to Pauly. Back to the top for Madison Ayers. Now right wing Michaela Ayers. Cross court pass Pauly. Open left wing. 3-ball. No. Rebound tipped by Lashley. Taken by Michaela Ayers. Ayers to the 3-point line. Now tries to go baseline. Pushed by Abby Holmes. For Abby Holmes, it's number 2. No one's really in foul trouble for either team. They've got Madison Ayers down as 3, but just 4.5 minutes left in the ball game right now. As Michaela Ayers gets it in. And now up top for Madison Ayers. To the corner right side, Michaela. Michaela trying to drive on Sophia Horton. Back to the top, Madison Ayers. Madison Ayers puts her head down. Can't get the layup. Gets her own rebound amongst a bunch of Rebels. Back out Michaela Ayers. Ayers drives inside. Layup, no, but a foul. And Michaela Ayers to the charity stripe here. It has been an uncharacteristically quiet night for Michaela Ayers, who for the season averages 17 points a game. Just 2 points so far, and still 2 as she misses the first free throw. That's the most shocking stat of the night, I'd say, as Ayers misses both. And the rebound to Avery Norris of Central. Sophia Horton with the basketball. Sends it into the right corner and a little too far into the corner as it's over the head of Holsey. Out of bounds and into the tunnel it goes. Holsey goes all the way in there to recover it. And South Iron will inbound. 4:08 left in the game. They're down 14 points. Madison Ayers dribbling with the basketball. Left open, left wing. She's just going to fire a 3. No, a little bit too strong. And Sophia Horton left alone inside gets the rebound. Horton will dribble it up herself. 3:53 left in the game. Horton watched by the freshman Cornell. Up top, Abby Holmes with her feet right on that 3-point line. Sends it left for Madison Holmes. Now to the top for Holsey. Right corner, it is Abby Holmes. Top, Holsey. Holsey left open, doesn't shoot it. Central in no hurry. Time is on their side here. 3:30 left in the game, up 14, 51-37. Horton works through traffic. Can't get the layup up before the foul. I'll say the foul's on the floor. And it's on Cornell. for Cornell. It's foul number 1. And inbounding from the baseline will be the Rebels. Horton will handle it. Horton looks for a teammate. It's Kimball. Kimball puts those hands high, catches it. Can't get the layup to go, but a foul called. Kaylee Kimball. She's the tallest player on the court at 5'10". And she showed it there with the extension of the arms to get that basketball foul. And now she heads to the line, and Kimball puts in the first free throw, nothing but net. It's been a quiet night for Kimball as well. Now just 6 points, but Central getting scoring all over the place tonight. Everyone who's played has contributed offensively. That's what I mean when I say it's been a complete effort for the Rebels. Kimball gets both free throws. She now has 7 tonight. And 53-37, a 16-point lead, and here's a timeout. We'll take it with them. 3:26 left in the game. Back in 30 seconds on Regional Radio.
Rolling hills, wooded forest, pasture, crops. If you've ever dreamed of having a place of your own in the country, we can help. So get back to your roots and back to the country with a fixed rate loan from First State Community Bank and our partner, Farmer Mac. We'll work hard to find the right financing for your recreational property. See the team today or visit fscb.com for more information. First State Community Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
(53-37). That's the score. The Central Rebels on top by 16. They led by 10 after 1, 11 after 2, still 11 after 3. So as you can tell, they've kind of kept South Iron at arm's length through this one. The Panthers have got as close as 6 on a couple occasions, but other than that, the Rebels have shut the door well, and Central well on their way to snapping a 2-game losing streak here after going 1-2 in their own tournaments. Victory over Festus to open up, and then losses to Steelville and this same South Iron team. But South Iron, after a 1-point win in this contest 6 days ago, they find themselves down 16, 53-37. Again, the score, 3:18 left in the ballgame. Left wing it is Pauly, passes it to Miller. Miller open 3, a little long, rebound strong to Sophia Horton of Central. Horton with it, and Horton gets it across. Horton dribbling with her left hand now. Michaela Ayers pokes it away, but they'll say Ayers came down on the arm of Horton. And that is team foul number 7. 3 fouls on Ayers. And a 1-on-1 situation for Sophia Horton. Horton's first shot is good. It won't be her only one. She earns the second. Horton now 2 of 2 at the line. She's got 14 points. Looking for 15 with one more attempt at the charity stripe, and she's got it. 15 for Sophia Horton, and an 18-point advantage for Central. 3 minutes left in the game. Madison Ayers with it. Madison Ayers has scored 19, but her team has combined only scored 18. Here's Pauly. Pauly short on the 3. A rebound goes to Madison Holmes, and Sophia Horton will take it across. Horton passes it right corner. Eaton pump fakes the 3. No need to rush if you're Central. And Eaton goes to Madison Holmes now. No shot clock, of course, in the high school game. So, I mean, theoretically, Central could just waste the rest of this time if they wanted to. And they'll do some version of that, I'm sure. But eventually they'll take a field goal here, one would imagine. Holmes to the top, Horton. Horton will try a 3. Horton short on the 3, but an offensive rebound for Madison Holmes. Back up top, Horton. And Horton, watched by Michaela Ayers, will direct traffic. Now looks to get inside. Finds Madison Holmes on the exterior. And back to Horton. Horton dribbling with her left hand into the lane. Lefty floater, can't get it short. Gets her own rebound. Put back no, but a foul. Sophia Horton already 3 of 3 at the line, and she's got 2 more coming here. 15 points, once 16 and 17 here. Averaged around 20 points per game last year as the Dream Team Player of the Year, puts that one in. Sophia Horton, a pure shooter, can do it at all 3 levels, the 3-point line, mid-range, inside. She misses that free throw, and despite that miss, is a very good free throw shooter. Madison Ayers with it. Her team down 19, $1.50 all that remains. Home Pools and Spas postgame show coming up after this. When it comes to family fun, there's no place like home in Leadington. Mid-range shot deposited by Callie Miller. She's got 5 points. South Iron within 17, but just a minute 35 left in the game. Sophia Horton with it, dribbling with her right hand, sends it over to Aubrey Eaton. Eaton spins and picks up her dribble. Now sends it over to Horton. Horton left open, but again, Central. No need for them to shoot, at least quickly here, as they've got all the time in the world to work with. Time is the enemy of South Iron here. As Eaton near midcourt with it, is going to get fouled. That's on Pauly, and Eaton to the line. Aubrey Eaton is 2 of 2 at the free throw line. Central hitting their free throws tonight. And, in fact, that miss, well, there's another miss. That's now 3 misses on the night, but Sophia Horton there to clean it up for the Central Rebels. I was going to say that miss was only their second. Now 3 misses on the night, but still Central knocking them down overall. 58-39, a 19-point advantage for the Rebels. Just 50 seconds left in the game. Central's going to improve to 11-2 here, and South Iron will fall to 7-2. The Panthers, their second loss of the season. Their other one was, of course, last week to St. Genevieve. Madison Ayers all the way in, lays it in. Madison Ayers has 21 points of the 41 for South Iron. Just hasn't gotten enough offense from the rest of the Panthers tonight. Sophia Horton gets it across, a 17-point advantage for the Rebels. 20 seconds left. Norris can dribble it out, sends it to Horton, top of the key. Horton, deep left wing, it's Eaton. And I think Lawrence Graves just said no fouls. That'll be it. 58-41 with 6 with 5. Sophia Horton with the ball in her hands. And that'll do it. A 17-point victory. And the Central Rebels do indeed avenge a loss last week to this same team. It was a 51-50 contest on the third place game of the Central Christmas Tournament a week ago. Central comes back and wins this one by 17 points. Home Pools and Spas postgame show coming up next.
Hi, it's Hannah. At Cole's Tractor and Equipment, when you buy an LS tractor, you aren't getting the knockoff. You are getting to buy direct from the major brand maker, not the middleman. That's exactly why LS puts more standard features on the LS tractors and why you get the longer, better warranty with the best price. The best price because you won't be paying the middleman and you won't be paying those franchise fees. LS Tractor does offer the best warranty and buyer after buyer knows that to be true. When you buy an LS tractor from Cole's Tractor, you are buying direct because we buy direct. You aren't buying the knockoff that others claim. You are cutting out the middleman, plain and simple. Don't just follow the herd, lead the herd with LS Tractors and Cole's Tractor and Equipment.
See Cole's Tractor and Equipment 1 mile east of Farmington on Highway 32, or give them a call at 573-756-4353. That's 573-756-4353. And don't forget to check them out on Facebook.
Gateway Motors in Fredericktown, Missouri invites you to come on down and let us help you find your next vehicle. Purchasing a car, SUV, or truck can be an overwhelming experience. The Gateway crew will help you find the right vehicle for your personal or family needs. We offer 24-month or less, no-interest loans for qualified buyers. Come on down to 509 Lincoln Drive and let us help you find a reliable vehicle that fits your wallet.
With the new year comes the resolution to living a healthier lifestyle. You're on your way when you put Farm Fresh Prairie Farms dairy products on your family's table. Wholesome, delicious dairy products like yogurt and cottage cheese, sour cream dips, and milk. Prairie Farms is farmer-owned and has delivered to your local grocer since 1938. Add Prairie Farms to your breakfast, lunch, or dinner table and be on your way to a healthier new year. Prairie Farms, dedicated farmers, happy cows, and good milk.
Have you ever misplaced your debit card and worried while you try to find it? Hi, Paul Hale here at Ymca Bank, and our new app offers Secure Swipe. Secure Swipe allows you to turn your debit card on or off from the convenience of your cell phone. While your card is off, you have the safety of knowing that no one can access your account from your debit card. Download our new app today and get this and many other new features. Call or visit any of our locations to get more information or visit our website at www.newerabank.com. New Era Bank, member FDIC.
Hi, this is Brad Smith at Lucas Smith Chrysler Center, your local home of the no bull deal. The word local, you've heard the phrase shop local, buy local, but do you really think exactly what that means? When you shop here at Lucas Smith, you put your trust in the hands of all of my employees who also eat, play, work, live, and shop local. Jefferson County is their home too. Why drive for miles when you can buy what's right here in your backyard? All we ask at Lucas Smith Chrysler is to give us the chance to earn your business. Please shop local, and remember, Lucas Smith Chrysler Center in Festus.
Home Pools and Spas post-game show right now. When it comes to family fun, there's no place like home in Leadington. No place like home for the Central Rebels. A little bit of a struggle for this same team at this same place a week ago, but they get the job done on this go-around as a 58-41 win for the Central Rebels, avenging a 51-50 loss to this same South Iron Panthers team from last week in the third-place game of the Central Christmas tournaments. Obviously, a bit of a tough moment for Central last week. Not only did they not take third, but that streak of 6 consecutive first-place victories in their own tournament obviously snapped, but they come back with a vengeance here. A really, really good South Iron team. We mentioned it, the number 1 team in the state in Class 1. To beat them by 17 points on any floor at any time is a statement, to say the least, and a big one for Central going into a contest later on in the week on Thursday against the team that ended their season a year ago, Cape Notre Dame, who's receiving votes in the state in Class 4, by the way. Just a statement win for them, and given the victory coming off of the 2-game losing streak as well, to not make it 3 going into that game specifically, a huge moment for the Central Rebels. And so Central improves to 11-2. They were led by Sophia Horton. She had 18 points. Avery Norris right behind her with 14 points, of those two in double figures. Kaylee Kimball, meanwhile, with 7. Aubrey Eaton had 7 points. Meanwhile, 5 for Madison Holmes, 5 points for Abby Holmes, and also 2 points, it looks like, for Jessica Holsey. That was the scoring leaders for the Central Rebels. For the South Iron Panthers, 21 points for Madison Ayers. She had over half of her team's total on the night. An impressive showing for Madison Ayers. Just not enough help from others. 6 points for Drew Gale, 5 points for Callie Miller, 4 points for Megan Lashley, and 3 points for Haley Pauley. Probably the most shocking stat of the night is just the 2 points for Michaela Ayers. Just 2 points for Michaela Ayers tonight, as she averages 17 a game. Don't expect to see that rather very often over the course of the season. You certainly probably won't. And Michaela Ayers, the Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy Play It Forward Athlete of the Week at one point this season. She is a complete basketball player who shows up in big games. Just didn't have the shot falling tonight. She'll be back with a vengeance, I'm sure, as South Iron falls to 7-2. Of course, they will get Bunker tomorrow at home. They return to the basketball court very shortly, so that's the only tough thing for South Iron. I guess in a way you could see it as a positive. You get to erase the sour taste of this one very quickly, but a hard-fought game, of course, whenever you play a team like the Central Rebels. So from that perspective, it'll be a little bit tough energy-wise, but a chance to come back versus Bunker here. We're about to welcome on Josh Mapes. He's the head coach of the Central Rebels. Here's the headset for you, sir, as we welcome you on. Coach Mapes joining us here on the Home Pools and Spas post-game show. Coach, a big victory for you guys for many reasons. Of course, the fact that you lost to this same team a week ago. To beat the number 1 team in Class 1, of course you're Class 4, but, I mean, who really cares? We see how good the South Iron Panthers are out there. 58-41, a 17-point margin. That's got to be a big statement for you guys.
It is. I'm really proud of our kids. They came out and, after losing 2 games, that game could have went either way. Our kids could have packed it in and said, oh, they're good. We're not going to be able to beat these guys. But they came out with a desire, and they were really hungry, and they didn't want to lose this game, and they did really well. They played well.
No doubt. You look at the stats for South Iron, Michaela Ayers, she's always the one you look at, averages 17 a game. Just 2 points for Michaela Ayers. Now, that won't happen very often over the course of the season. and she did miss some looks, but I'm sure that a lot of that was a credit to your defense.
You know, we played really well defensively last game on Michaela. She's a really good player, and her sister is a tremendous player as well. They're both really solid, and, you know, Sophia did a really good job guarding her tonight, I thought, overall.
It seemed like Sophia did really well offensively, too. Chose the right moments to attack, hit those free throws, except for the one at the end there. 18 points for her. Obviously, Dream Team Player of the Year last year. We always love to see her in action. What did you see from her tonight?
You know, I tell our captains, Avery Norris and Sophia Horton, every game, if you guys don't play your best on offense and the defensive end, you know, we're not going to win our games, because the schedule we play is a very tough schedule. Coming up, we've got, you know, Notre Dame. They are super solid. They are probably legitimate Final Four contenders. South Iron is. We got St. John coming up, Miller Career Academy. I mean, our schedule is really tough, but hopefully it gets us better and prepared for the district tournament.
You brought up Avery Norris there. She's our Applebee's of Farmington player of the game tonight, 14 points. And you mentioned it, a captain here, and she was a captain in the sport of volleyball too. Admittedly, kind of a quiet person, the Mineral Area College volleyball commit is, but she gets it done in other ways as far as, you know, leading by example out there.
She's very quiet, you know, and she's disappointed in herself by the way she played in the Christmas tournament. I thought she bounced back and played the way she's capable of playing. She's a good player, you know. She stepped in and took over the point guard role when we lost our Kimmy Wallen with a knee injury last year, and she did a great job last year, and she's played great all the year this year, and she really stepped up tonight.
Well, you know, and again, just speaking about the guards and Horton and Norris, do you think that, you know, losing Wallen last year and making it so they had to take on that ball handling role is really helping them this year?
Absolutely. You know, Avery has done a great job handling the ball, and Sophia did a tremendous job tonight helping us get into offense. And number one, you know, guarding the ball, she's the best I've seen in, you know, maybe my 7 years coaching basketball here. She pressures the ball and wreaks havoc as good as any kid we've seen.
Yeah, Madison Ayers, who you're talking about there,
Yep.
just a freshman. 21 points tonight for Madison Ayers, but most of the other players for South Iron held in check. For you guys, you know, you mentioned it after the Steelville game, and we talked about it pregame a little bit. Kimball and Horton, you know, they have the high point totals, you know, in that game, and you don't get as much help from the others. But you're getting that help from the others right now. How much better of a feeling is it, you know, Sophia still gets hers, Kaylee still scores, but, you know, the Aubrey Eatons and, of course, Avery Norris, Abby Holmes, those players are really contributing for you guys.
You know, it's good when you can have other kids score on certain nights, because there's going to be nights where Sophia doesn't score 20 and other kids are going to have to kick in 8-10 points, you know, against good teams, and they have to score. You know, it can't just be Sophia scoring 30. It needs to be our team scoring 10, 12 points each, you know, and certain nights Kaylee Kimball gets 30, just depending on the team we're playing, or Aubrey gets 12 to 14 points. You know, it needs to come from different people.
No doubt. One more for you, Coach. You mentioned it, Cape Notre Dame coming up here, a team that you're familiar with from last season, of course. How do you approach that one? Of course, a team in Cape Notre Dame who's receiving votes in Class 4. You're number 9 in Class 4. So as far as the rankings, you know, you guys are pretty close, and I'm sure you've got a chance to scout them and remember seeing them from last year. How do you approach that contest?
Rankings don't mean a whole lot to me. Cape Notre Dame is one of the top 4 teams, Class 1, 2, 3, or 4. They are really good. They are super, super athletic. I mean, they've got a couple kids that are D1 athletes on that team, and they get after you. And they have basketball players. They have kids who play basketball year-round, you know, and play basketball only. Here, unfortunately, you know, most of our kids play 3 sports, so it's a little different deal, and they're a solid team, and there's no doubt about it. They'll be one of the best teams we've played all year.
All right, Coach, we appreciate the time, and good luck to you going forward against Cape Notre Dame, and congrats on the victory again.
All right, thank you, guys. We appreciate your coverage.
Head Coach Josh Mapes of the Central Rebels joining us on the Home Pools and Spas postgame show. We'll now welcome on Lawrence Graves. He's the head coach of the South Iron Panthers. Coach Graves putting on the headset for us now. Coach, obviously a tough result for you guys tonight. You knew it would be a little bit different, you know, as far as how things went last week coming into this week. 58-41, the deficit. Central gets the win. I guess what was kind of your overall reaction from the game?
I just don't think that we were mentally ready for this game like we needed to be. You know, that's a tough challenge to get kids, you know, to buy in not only physically but mentally. You know, I thought our physical effort was good. It was there, but just we weren't ready to grind one out for 32 minutes today, and that happens. You know, it's this is a tough ball club, and you know, kids are kids. You know what happens? You play a team once, you beat them, and then you just kind of you know, instinctively just want to let up a little bit, and that's what we did tonight. And so I think it's a good opportunity for us to learn a few things, because we're going to do it again, because we just played Fredericktown. We've got them later this week. We just played St. Jim. We got them next week, and so this will be a good opportunity for us to learn a hard lesson.
Is this something that you kind of, I don't want to say expected, but maybe sensed was a possibility as far as, just the way that your team approached this game?
No, not really. I thought we were in pretty good spirits coming into the game, but you really don't know until the ball gets tossed up. And so, and it's one of those things that's really difficult to change on the fly. I thought we did a good job once they come out of the gates and had a, 11-0, 12, 13-0 run on us right out of the gates. I thought our girls responded well after that timeout and got it back within 5 or 6 a couple different times. And so, but, when you dig yourself a hole like that against a team like this, it's going to be extremely difficult to overcome.
You've played up in class a lot this season and in previous seasons. This isn't something that we're necessarily used to seeing against any team, a 17-point loss for you guys. It's not something that's normal for you guys as far as, you guys have been this team that's been up there these last couple of years, obviously the number 1 team in the state in Class 1. Is this something that you can kind of use, though, for your squad as far as, just, practice and working on some things?
Sure. I mean, last year Central beat us twice by, I think it was 20 both times. And so, there's a lot to be learned from these kinds of games. And so, obviously, we would want to win. That's why we play them. But, at the end of the day, we're just trying to grow and get better and just become the best version of ourselves by February. And so, like I said, this was a tough one. This one stung. The girls didn't like it. I don't like it. But I'm going to give them 24 hours to kind of mourn it. And then we got another game tomorrow. So we're going to have to show up with a different approach and a different mindset and be ready to do it all over again.
If we wanted to spotlight one player who, did have a pretty quality contest for you guys, I guess Madison Ayers, 21 points, and seemed like she was pretty aggressive, driving the lane all night long, looking for chances to get to the free throw line. What did you see from her, at least, your freshman point guard?
Well, she's got the ability to do that, and we needed some buckets, and she tried to go get them. And so, proud of her effort tonight as a freshman to try to come out and lead us in scoring. That's never an easy task, especially against a ball club like this. But I got to give credit to Central. They did a really good job of getting up in Michaela and really challenging her tonight. And so we needed somebody else to step up and hit some baskets. Had some other girls hit some shots, and like I said, this is a really good learning opportunity for all of us. I think Madison can take some things away. Michaela can take some things away. We got other girls on our bench that really should take some things away from this game. And hopefully we can squeeze in some film sessions between the next couple games and really learn from it.
You did mention Michaela there. Wanted to bring her up. She seems like the type of player that can bounce back really well from a performance like tonight when the shot just kind of wasn't really falling. Finished with 2 points, obviously averages 17 for the season. What do you sense will be, her attitude approaching these next 2 games that you have this week?
Well, I hope she just comes out there and just puts this behind her and just goes out there and does her thing. She's a very talented kid and just had a bad night tonight. And so, like I said, I don't think that it should affect her a whole lot. We tell them all the time that you can't be perfect. We should strive to be, but it's really an illusion that's unattainable. So, you go out there and you do your best, which I feel like she did. Thought she did a real good job for us, and in a lot of different ways. But at the end of the day, this game's over, and we're going to put it behind us and try to go out and get the next one.
One more for you, Coach. You mentioned it. Bunker coming up tomorrow. Then you're at Fredericktown after that. A team in Fredericktown that you did see, like you mentioned, in the Christmas tournament. Is it, when you have these weeks where you have 3 games in one, is it a little bit, easier to take that loss at the beginning and you're like, all right, that happened. Let's get on to the next 2 games. Does it make it even maybe just a little bit easier to kind of get past when it happens early on?
Well, I don't know that that's the case. I mean, it's never easy to lose, but when you come up here and you lay it all out on the line and you do your absolute best, you're trying to do your best, and another team beats you, especially a team like this that's good. There's no shame in that. Not in our program. And so, like I said, we've got plenty to learn. We don't have the opportunity to sulk and pout because like I said, we've got a game tomorrow. We got Fredericktown on Thursday, and they played us pretty good last time, and then we got St. John on Monday. So there's really no time to just sit and, oh, poor pitiful me, we lost a game. It happens every day. People lose games. There's got to be one winner. There's got to be one loser. And, of course, the idea is to win them all, but the reality of it is you're going to lose some. and we put our girls in tough tests where, you know, the I guess the risk of losing games is a reality for us in a lot of our games because we have our sights set so high, and so you know, we're not going to worry about this. We're going to bounce back tomorrow. We're going to get out there and give Bunker everything we got.
Sounds good, Coach. We appreciate you coming on even in the loss, and good luck against Bunker and Fredericktown the rest of the week.
All right, appreciate it. Thanks.
Head coach Lawrence Graves joining us at the South Iron Panthers. Back to wrap it up after this is the Home Pools and Spas postgame show.
Hi, welcome to the UPS store.
Yeah, I'd like to ship this package.
Great, I can help you with that and every other ing.
Did you just say every other ing?
Printing, packing, copying, faxing, freighting, any ing your small business needs.
Shredding.
Yep.
Mailboxing.
Uh-huh.
Notarizing?
That too.
Wow, that's really some ing.
Now you're getting it.
The UPS store. Every ing for small business. And of course, shipping.
Hi, this is Jim, owner of the UPS store in Festus. See us now at our new location at 650 North Creek Drive next to Tiger Express Car Wash.
In 1973, Comtree was established to meet a great need through opening a halfway house. The spark of meeting residents' needs continues to reignite in 2019. We've expanded our services to become the mental health safety net of Jefferson County while offering nationally recognized dental care and primary care. We invite you to join the Comtree family tree. Call 877-COMTREE or visit us online at comtree.org to schedule an appointment. Welcome to our family tree.
Back one more time on the Home Pools and Spas post-game show. Just heard from both head coaches, Josh Mapes of Central and Lawrence Graves of South Iron. Applebee's of Farmington player of the game was Avery Norris, doing good in the neighborhood. And that's Applebee's in Farmington, 14 points for Norris, just behind Sophia Horton, who had 18 points for the Rebels. Meanwhile, for South Iron, they were led in large part by Madison Ayers, 21 points of the 41 total, more than half. 58-41 victory for Central tonight. Hearing Care Partners broadcast schedule, they listen so you can hear. Well, you can go on over to AM 800 KREI right now. The Farmington Knights girls basketball team is at Sullivan at this very moment in time, so go ahead and tune into that. Brandon's on the call. We want to thank a few more sponsors for making our broadcast possible today. How about Mineral Area College at Park Hills and New Era Bank at Farmington, Park Hills, Deloge, and Bonne Terre, as well as Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy in Farmington, Deloge, Fredericktown, and Ironton. Patsy's in Park Hills, as well as Prairie Farms in Farmington, Presbyterian Manor in Farmington, Serenity Hospice Care also in Farmington, and plus Twin City Toyota in Herculaneum, and the UPS store in Festus. All of those powering the broadcast today. Also powering the broadcast back at studio, Derek Hankins. Thanks to him for hitting the buttons tonight. Go online to MYMOINFO.com. By the end of the night, we'll have a full wrap of this contest up on our website. But for now, we'll sign off. A 58-41 win for the Central Rebels girls basketball team. They get revenge for last week's third-place matchup in the Central Christmas Tournament. They defeat the South Iron Panthers tonight. That'll do it for our coverage of high school girls basketball on regional radio. For Derek back in the studio, I'm Nick Lewis, and we'll see you next time. Go on over to KREI right now. Farmington girls are at Sullivan.